I'm Lou Kuenzler and I'm going to read a chapter from my new book, Bella Broomstick. Chapter 2. The exam hall at Creepy Castle was in the deepest, darkest, dampest dungeon in the whole school. My desk was at the very back, right next to Nightshade Newtbreath. Worst luck. Hee hee, giggled Nightshade, showing off her perfectly chipped green teeth and sticking her extremely warty nose in the air. I bet you won't even be able to answer the first question, Belladonna Broomstick. Or should I say, Belladonna Broomthick? Very funny, I groaned. From the way Nightshade was laughing, you'd think I'd never heard her silly broom-thick joke before. Nightshade is in my class at the Toadstool Spell Group, where witches and wizards go before we're old enough for Creepy Castle. I've been there a long time, because I had to repeat the year. Twice. Nightshade never lets me forget it. Look, she giggled, pointing at Dr. Rattlebone, the ancient skeleton teacher who was overseeing the test. You'll be as old as him before you pass this exam. I'm not that old. Dr. Rattlebone's been dead for nearly 1,000 years, I said, and I'm only just reaching double figures. Dr. Rattlebone rapped his bony fingers on the desk. Silence, please, he rattled. You may turn over your parchments and begin. There was a swishing sound like hundreds of bat wings. I looked up at the roof of the dungeon, but the school bats were sleeping. I realised it wasn't wings I could hear. It was the sound of 100 parchments fluttering over, ready for the exam to begin. Every other young witch and wizard in the room had done this simply by waving their wands at the page. I scrabbled in my bag. My wand was a horrible old thing with a terrible temper like an angry rat. Ouch! I yelped as a sharp splinter jabbed me in the finger. I waved the wand at the page 3 times. If you do anything 3 times in magic, there's a chance it might work. Nothing happened. Having a problem, Belladonna? Hissed Nightshade. No, I waved my wand again. 1, 2, 3 times. Poof! A great orangey red flame shot onto the desk. Help! Fire! Screamed Nightshade. Belladonna has set her test paper alight. It wasn't only the paper. The big green bow in Nightshade's hair was looking a little smoky too. I leapt to my feet, knocking over my chair, as everyone else in the room gasped. Spinning spiders! I didn't mean that to happen, I cried, trying to put out the flames with my wand. Unfortunately, that only made things worse. The burning paper spun in the air like a firework. I've never seen anything like this in over 900 years of teaching, said Dr. Rattlebone, putting out the flames with his wand. A very disappointing start, Belladonna. He shook his skull so hard that it fell off his neck and rolled past my feet. Now look what you've done! Nightshade leapt up to pass Dr. Rattlebone back his head. I don't think Belladonna ought to be in the same exam room with the rest of us, she whined. She's far too dangerous, sir.